My name is Carly Civello, and I'm a talking person. Guys, this is the third time I'm sitting down to record this. I sat down yesterday. I had all my notes with me. I had everything set up. I hit record. I record 30 minutes. I wanted to film a welcome. I wanted to test some things out. I film 30 minutes. I go to play it. It processes for half an hour. I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be great. And I watch it back. And 5 minutes in, my hand bumps the mic. Oh no, it mutes. And I have 25 minutes of silent content. So then I try filming it later at night. I try filming it again, kind of have a mental breakdown, got big sad on the pod. And I was like, I absolutely cannot post this. So here I am, third time's a charm, although it will only be one time for you. I am here. Muted myself on the first recording because, like an idiot, I was like, oh, quick start guide. I don't need a user manual. Throw it out. And then I fucking mute myself for those who are listening and then also watching the video, holding up my Shure microphone quick start guide now. And so, first part of the pod, guys, hey, we're going to read through the quick start guide. Because if the last 24 hours are any indication, my, take one fail and then my take two meltdown, if those are any indication, let's take a minute and read through the quick start guide. Before connecting to your computer, download and install, an app. Okay, well, I didn't do that. Not going to learn from my mistake. Yeah, I'm not downloading that right now. Okay, off to a great start, ignoring more advice from the quick start guide because I'm genius. Add a second channel. Okay, that's like if I want to have other people. Okay, tap to mute a channel. Tap the left side of the mic to unmute. This is what happened yesterday. Touch the mic. I look back in the recording and I touch it and it lights up red, indicating that it's not on, and I did not listen to it. So tap the right side to mute or unmute the input. LED panel will turn red when mic is muted. Yep, it's what happened yesterday. I hit it with my hand. In part of the recording, my hand like accidentally slams down because I'm an Italian hand talker. I hit the mic, it mutes, and then the rest, really the majority of what I filmed is muted. I Googled it. I was like, how beep beep boop, how to recover lost audio on a Riverside FM recording with a Shure microphone. And lo and behold, I, look at a few Reddit threads and people are like, yeah, no, if you mute it, you do not have that content. It does not record when you have muted it. So really good to know. Real-time denoiser, digital popper stopper. Okay, that sounds fun. Okay, cool. Quick start. We've started. It was quick. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Talking Person podcast. My name is Carly Civello, and I am a talking person. Very excited to be doing this. I am trying to maintain the same level of pep I had 2 recordings ago when I sat down to do this and muted my mic. I was so peppy. I thought it was so great. I was really excited to film, got all into it. Gone. Absolutely gone. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into the pod. Oh my gosh, I'm looking down at my phone. I'm holding up my phone. I'm looking at my notes app. Yeah, okay, cool. Introduce the podcast. Check. Done. I don't have a script per se. I have musings. I don't have a script. I have concepts of a script. So for those who are watching, you're watching me look at my notes. I decided to do this because as a very creative person by nature, I work at a creative agency during the day. I like to have little projects I take on in the evening in my free time. I, aim to not monetize every single hobby I do. I do a lot of 2D art. I do colored pencil drawings. I do pastels. I do lino cut in my spare time just to unwind. I do feel like my mind is constantly moving though. I have an internal monologue and I recently finished a huge creative project. I wrote, tested recipes, photographed, final dishes for a massive cookbook. I have to talk about that on another episode, but trying to keep this short and sweet. Anyway, I finished that project and I was just like, when I hit send for it to go to the printer, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much creative energy that's just available now. It was like the what's the visual? The Lisa Frank dolphins like jumping in the water. It was like life after I submitted that project. I just had so much creative energy and I had thought about starting a podcast and kind of just going for it here. By the way, way too easy. All you freaks, way too easy to get podcast equipment online. Let me tell you, had this idea, half-baked idea, less than a week ago. And as you can see, I already have a complete setup. I go to Bezos, sorry guys, I go to Amazon Prime and I order this mic, I order a mic stand. I already have, a laptop camera, I already had headphones, and I was just like, great, done. But I am freaked out, and a lot of things are making sense now about how many podcasts there are because it was way too easy to get this equipment. But here we are, have the equipment after trial and error, now know how to use this microphone. So kind of my manifesto. I wouldn't call it a manifesto. I work in advertising. More of the tagline for the Talking Person podcast is going to be creativity, culture, and current events. And my name is Carly Civello. So a lot of C's going on. If you know me, you know I love alliteration. If you're watching this, you're going to see a lot of hand talking. As I said, I'm an Italian woman. For those who know me IRL, those who know me know I am a big glasses frames fan. So I kind of feel like I want to do a little mini segment. Hi, glasses of the day. Today I am wearing an ivory cat eye. These were from Zlul. They no longer make them. I would link them if they did. I'll link them maybe in other colors, but I got these for my wedding because I was like, oh, hey, ivory, cute. So that's coming up soon. I ordered these, and then as soon as I ordered them, like a week later, they discontinued the color. So glasses of the day, brewer from Zeelool, that's Zeellool. Not sponsored, but I really hope that they do because the amount I have spent on glasses frames in my life, lots of money. So I'm a big glasses frames girl. Anyway, yeah, glasses of the day, super fun. Zeelool, sponsor me. Also Zenny, hi, sponsor me. I've been a VIP for years. Thank you. That's my plug for that. Went over the mic situation, how I'm an idiot. I threw out the quick start guide, tried filming it again, had an emotional breakdown. We're here today, third time's a charm. Talking person, tagline, yeah, creativity, culture, and current events. I didn't want to limit myself to just creativity. I post a lot of creative content online, but at the same time, I wanted this podcast to be, here's another C word, comprehensive. I did not want to limit myself. I wanted the name to kind of encapsulate all of me and not just the creative side that I think I share mostly online. I wanted this to be a well-rounded, really fun little show. I want to have guest speakers. I have a few lined up so far. Look out. I think the first one is going to be at the end of 36 Days of Type. I'm very, very excited for that. 36 Days of Type, Carly's edition. Carly's version, like Taylor Swift. But yeah, I'm really excited. Creativity, culture, and current events. I think, we'd kind of be kidding ourselves to not talk about current events on this. I mean, I live in the United States. It's getting kind of crazy here, guys. Has been for a while, since 2016. will give a disclaimer now. Hi did not vote for the current administration. Didn't in 2016, didn't in 2020, did not in 2024. Not a fan of the Third Reich. I my one grandfather was an immigrant from Germany, from Nazi Germany, post World War II. So I can confidently and very proudly say, not in support of the current administration. Lock me up, guys. So if you're popping over here, also, hi, I should have said Carly Civello, she, her pronouns. If pronouns piss you off, probably not the podcast for you, although maybe you're here to broaden your horizons, and in that case, good for you. Stick around. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you will grow into a better person. But yeah, Carly Civello, she, her pronouns, very excited to be here. I am a talking person. We're going to be talking about a lot on this podcast. It will be available wherever you stream. I'm going to make sure we get some video on YouTube. We're going to be on Spotify, Apple Music. We'll try to get on Amazon. I feel like there was one that was like Google, guys. It's like, there's so many freaking platforms. And then I see everybody having to do like the sound bites. You all have the attention span of a fucking walnut. Everybody, oh my gosh, everybody can only handle, since TikTok came out, it's like the like 15, 30-second videos. And even that some of y'all can't handle. So I will be doing my best to put those little sound bites up on the internet, but I make no promises. Guys, I'm already doing so much here. Guys, I got the mic. I read how to use the mic. For those who are listening, I'm really making the most of that quick start guide for my microphone here, really using it as the primary prop here on the first podcast episode. I'm just so excited. I'll kind of leave it at that. I talked much more the first time I recorded this, but I think we'll really just keep it short and sweet. I'm excited to have you. I hope you will tune in for the next episode. I promise we will talk more about real things. This was really just kind of a hard launch of my personality. So, hi, welcome. If you're into this, stick around for more interesting conversations. And I promise any other equipment I buy, I will read the user manual. I'm so excited for everything that I have lined up. I'm so excited for this new creative venture. My heart just feels so full that I get to make art every day at my job. And then I get to log off and make even more art. So I'm just thrilled. If you can't see me right now, if you're just listening on Apple Music or Spotify, I am just beaming with pride for what I have planned for this podcast, for all of the guests that I have lined up, some of the conversations that we're going to get into. We're going to talk about AI. We're of course going to talk about 36 Days of Type, and that, I mean, it was my 5th year this year. Huge. So excited to talk about that. A bunch of people have already reached out. We have a lot of recording sessions on the books for guest speakers, and I'm just really excited. Guys, let's go. That's really it. Wanted to say hi, hard launch the personality, talk about my flop in recording yesterday, and welcome you all to the Talking Person podcast. I'm Carly Civello, and I'm a talking person. I will see you on the next one. Bye.